when I was a brand new Christian. I was in high school. I'd known the Lord for a couple of years. Um, when the offering plate came by the church that I was in, where I'd come to know the Lord, I put money in it, but I didn't give thought to it, and it wasn't large amounts of money. And
Yeah.
I could have told myself, yeah, but I don't have much money and all that.
Right. Right.
But I was working. I grew up in the family where we were expected in the summer to pick berries, plant cauliflower, dig potatoes, do some
Yeah.
healthy type of work. And, we made the money, and
Right.
parents let us do what we wanted to
Yeah.
with it. But I read the original edition of it, just had come out shortly before, Richard Wurmbrand's Tortured for Christ.
Wow.
And then I followed that with God's Smuggler, Brother Andrew, and several other
Mm.
real, missionary types of stories. And out of
Yeah.
Richard Wurmbrand's life came the ministry, Voice of the Martyrs. And then I realized there was an address in the back of these books where you could actually give to uh, the early form of Voice of the Martyrs, and
Wow.
then to Open Doors, what later became Open Doors with Brother Andrew.
Yeah.
And you could send this money. Well, I didn't have a checking account. You weren't supposed to send cash in the mail, I was told. So I got money orders.
Mm.
And a lot of people don't
Mm.
even know what money orders are. But back in the
Right.
day, that's how you did it. And so I would go out and I would take the money as soon as I was paid. I'd go get a money order and then send out hundreds of dollars um,
Wow.
to these different ministries.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what I discovered was, without even having understood what Jesus was saying in Matthew 6, I did understand it, because
Mm.
now I had vested interest in praying for persecuted Christians all over the world, praying
Mm.
for people who didn't have Bibles in the old
Mm.
Soviet Union.
Wow.
And longed, and later, years later, God would take me over, while the Soviet Union was still the Soviet Union, to
Mm.
distribute Bibles over there. And
Wow.
and we've been able to go and help with persecuted Christians all over the world. These different types of things. But back then, all I knew was, the more I gave to those things, the more I cared about them, the more I thought about them, and the more I prayed for them.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
so
You.
what was that teaching me? Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So when
Yeah.
I really first grappled with Matthew 6, I'd probably read it by then as a
Yeah.
young Christian, because I was reading the Bible all the time. But I look at it and I go, okay, so you invest your life, you lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, and then where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Well, my heart is with people in the Soviet Union,
Yes.
needy people. My heart is with
Wow.
persecuted Christians all over the world, including China.
Wow.
And so I saw that in my own
Wow.
life, and that to me was so paradigm shifting. And I
Wow.
would I would say, in certain respects, I never went back on the importance of giving in
Mm.
my life. Now I learned
Mm.
later, as more money came in, to give larger and larger
Yeah.
percentages of it
Yeah.
away.